Greetings and salutations, this is a Dragon Barrows Nerdsville. This video, I'm dedicating it towards a fellow YouTuber by the name of Arielle Scarcella. She is an open female homosexual. The reason why I don't say the term lesbian is because I don't want to culturally appropriate the belongings from the island of Lesbos of Greece. So in this term I will be using female homosexuals to refer to Arielle. I'm just being polite to a group of people that I don't want to culturally appropriate. So the reason why I'm doing this shout out video to Arielle Scarcella is because that for me, I'm actually writing a novel, like a diary entry sort of novel of a young homosexual who's actually going through school and finding it fighting between her tradition. Yes, I'm doing a female homosexual schoolgirl type of diary novel, but I'm learning so much from Arielle. I'm just learning so much, and though it's a bit more mature content for what I'm actually doing for my book, for my novel, hopefully get my novel series off the ground. I'm just learning so much, and that from her with the it's more from how it's like just though I'm a white male who is a Christian, but I want to write this book. It was originally, the original concept was about cosplaying, but then I'm using cosplaying as a form of like a part of a narrative to be so much like with her family being traditional and that it's just within I'm also using it as a bit of a backdrop for social norms and other things of such nature. But back to this fantastic individual. Arielle or with the person Arielle herself. And with her being so informative, it's just like I'm just so happy I'm able to just sit down and try and the one of the things I have to say is try not to be judgmental, since the Christian and homosexual relationships are not exactly pleasant as it should be. I'm just honestly happy to just sit down, like I said, sit down and watch these videos and just learn so much. Like, I'm learning that certain things that I once seen in movies, online, read in all of those mags that I found either in the bushes or in some location. I've just learned, instead of just relying on that stuff, Arielle has literally made me think seriously of how a certain community has though people in that same community hate her for calling out the lies and the myths in that community, and called out people within that community who go after people like me. And for that, I am truly grateful to Arielle. For me, I prefer a straight female. That is who I am, who I'm romantically, emotionally, and physically attracted to, like the trifecta. And from what I've seen with Arielle, she says, for all these attacks towards me from the bisexual community, like they've been saying that, oh, I'm like, since you only date women, you only want to date women, that you only want to have a relationship with women, that you want to only marry one woman, therefore you are a bigot, you are a this phobic, that phobic, some other phobic. To be honest with you, I was starting to believe in that bullshit. But then I came across one of Arielle's videos. I think one of the first videos I've seen was on. So what was the video on? I know, like like one of the main theme of it was be comfortable in who you want to date. Be comfortable with who you are as a person. And for a female homosexual to say that with me being a man and wanting to date straight women, to be honest with you, it actually feel like I actually feel that it's just like what she has been doing on YouTube. She has helped. She's like as what some some of the people have said to her that they've helped her come out of the closet, helped them come to know their own truth. And I'm just so, and to be honest with you, it actually confirms my truth. It confirms my sexual preference, sexual orientation, sexual desires, truth. Like I only want a straight female to be my romantic interest, to be my partner, to not only be my partner, to be my wife, to 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 get personally, emotionally, spiritually involved with this sort of person. And it's just so some may say I shouldn't be taking the words of a lesbian or a female homosexual to heart, since she is who she is and I am who I am. But there is a lot of truth in what Arielle is saying. Like, I would honestly love to sit down and have a chat with her, or even do like a video with her. If like to discuss the reasons why, like a straight guy like me and a female homosexual like her loves women. To be honest with you, I would love to do that sort of collaboration video with her. And this is actually the first time I have confessed on this platform that I wanted to do a collaboration video with someone. And it's just like so much. It's just so much that I'm actually grateful that I'm learning from her. But there's only a few things I disagree with her, and one of them is actually celebrating Bernard and Ernie confirmed as a gay couple by the creator of Sesame Street, a story from some queerty, I would say keep the sexualization of stuff out of the children's media, be it Sesame Street, be it some cartoons, some other live action piece of media. Keep sexuality, be it sexual preferences or talking about body parts outside of, hand, fingers, forearm, upper arm, chest, legs, and feet. Just the basics. They can wait till they get into high school to learn all the proper terms and all this other stuff when it comes to sex ed. Well, that's just, that's how I feel about it. And I must admit, has inspired me to get another piece of ink. And there's just so much stuff that I've learned from her, and most of it just being the most prolific thing, the most powerful message she's been putting out there is to be yourself. And for that I'm truly grateful. There are detractors of hers from people who literally want to, who have virtually been mentally raping straight men for all this time, saying, "Oh, you straight men are nothing but a cancer. You straight men are the cause of all this problem in the world. You straight men are homophobic, transphobic, this phobic, that phobic, blah blah blah, phobic this, phobic that." I do not fear trans people. One of my loved ones is a trans person. And to say that I'm a transphobic is actually an attack against my character. And to have someone like Arielle to say you can love who you want to love, but you be respectful of others, I find that to be a truly refreshing thing to see on YouTube. It's I'm going to repeat myself. It is so refreshing. It is so wonderful, and I don't know if Arielle has some sort of spirituality with her, or some sort of religiousness within her, but she has unto herself some sort of spiritual enlightenment and that. So let me just say, Arielle, you have me as an ally. I am proud to speak my sexual truth, my sexual desires, to be proud of what I am. And to those who want to belittle her for coming to the aid of straight people like me, to say like she as a I know I'm repeating myself in this video, but there's so many people of like the trans community who make these so much destructive videos saying, "Oh, you're a straight man and you don't want to date women with dicks, you don't want to have relations with trans women, you don't want to have relations with trans people, blah 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 blah, you must hate them, you're a phobic." As I said, one of my relatives is actually, sorry, make that, two of my relatives are trans. I love them. I respect them. I care for them. I would even step into a ring and fight for them. Literally. If you dishonor them, you're you're dishonoring me. And I'd be more than happy to put up my bad boy, to put up Sledge and Jack, the Hammer Brothers, to fight you if you disrespect them. I know that people are still going to brand me transphobic, and having two relatives that are trans people doesn't make you any less transphobic than someone who has no relatives or no friends who are trans. And Arielle, with your permission, I would love to say to these people, get on your horse and get the hell out of Dodge. Actually, let's just use an Australian terminology. Yeah, fine, mate. Put it simple. I support Arielle in her videos. I support her in what she does. Although as a Christian, it's a bit on the iffy side, but iffy side with certain, with not actually. Just make it as a person. I actually love and respect what she does. Well, in my Christian side would, though not exactly friendly towards people like Arielle, but I've learned from having relatives in the community. I've learned to try and be there for them, and that's all the people of this community actually needs, and that's for people to show them love, kindness, and respect. And let me just say this, one last thing before I repeat myself over and over and over again. Arielle, keep up the good work. Thank you for standing up for me when people in your community have made it their life's goal to eradicate people like me and people like my future girlfriend / fiance and wife down the years to come. Thank you for having the to have like the body part that you hate. You literally have the ball. You have the balls the size of Jupiter and Saturn to stand up to the nasties to the nasty people of your community. I know people will attack me for siding with you instead of those people who hate and people who want to literally do you harm. I am literally on your side. And again, thank you for everything that you've done for people like me, for, as I said, for the straight you, for what you, though you speaking heavily about the female homosexual community and the homosexual community, and to an extent the bi community. With what you have done, you have shown that you are enlightened, that you are very wise, and you are very mature for in person. You have a higher sense of being than these so-called respected people of your community on YouTube. To be honest with you, I fell in. I love Milo Yiannopoulos. I love all of my friends. I love. Actually, I admire Milo Yiannopoulos, who actually did speak out against the SJW side of the homosexual and bi communities. I love my friends who are like I love them. I'm a like a friend bro to female homosexuals and male homosexuals, and it's just so amazing to see someone on YouTube be a supportive, to be someone who is actually supportive of me and of my choices in that. Again, Arielle, I love your work, and if I'm allowed, I would love to call you my sister. Well, that's it. I'm Dragon Barrows, and I shall see you later.